best RevOps tools to replace spreadsheets. In 2026, RevOps teams are still running revenue on spreadsheets, but the ones that scale aren't. The real operating layer is now a purpose-built platform. We've officially entered the RevOps infrastructure era. Revenue processes aren't managed in tabs anymore, they're governed in systems. Routing logic runs automatically, forecasts roll up in real time, and territory changes don't require one person to remember all the hidden formulas. The industry shift is simple but significant. A spreadsheet is now just a placeholder for a process that hasn't been built yet. This list skips the category noise. Here are the RevOps tools actually replacing the spreadsheet jobs that forecasting, routing, planning, and reporting still depend on. Number 1, Clari. Most forecasting tools visualize pipeline. Clari governs it. It's the forecasting and revenue inspection platform that sales leaders and RevOps teams rely on when commit accuracy, roll-up discipline, and board-ready visibility all have to function together under quarter-close pressure. Rather than exporting a snapshot, Clari runs a live forecast motion, surfacing signals, enforcing cadence, and connecting frontline rep input to executive review in one system. Why it made the list: forecast discipline at scale, structured commit workflows, call-to-close tracking, and AI-assisted risk signals built into the forecast process revenue inspection depth, pipeline movement, deal health, and engagement signals aggregated across CRM, and activity data board-ready roll-ups. Executive visibility without the copy-paste cycle. Best use cases in RevOps: replacing the weekly forecast spreadsheet, and commit call process, pipeline inspection, and deal review for frontline managers. Revenue signal aggregation across CRM, email, and activity systems. Number 2, LeanData, the GTM orchestration engine. Strongest when routing rules, SLA tracking, and buyer signal handling determine who works on a record and when. Why it made the list: lead to account matching, sophisticated routing logic across complex GTM motions, orchestration across the funnel, automated handoffs between SDRs, AEs, and CSMs, based on signals and rules. External signal, purpose-built for the routing and assignment gaps. CRMs don't solve natively. Best use cases in RevOps: replacing lead routing and assignment spreadsheets, automating handoff workflows across revenue segments, SLA enforcement and pipeline movement tracking. Number 3, Xactly Plan, the territory and quota planning specialist, coverage design, account allocation, and compensation alignment in one governed system instead of a shared tab. Why it made the list: territory modeling depth, geographic, account-based, and segment-based coverage design with quota alignment comp to territory connection, planning logic that connects territory structure directly to incentive design, audit trail, and governance. Changes tracked, versioned, and explainable without a memory of who edited what. Best use cases in RevOps: replacing territory planning and quota allocation spreadsheets, annual planning cycles that span sales, finance, and HR coverage modeling for growing or restructuring teams. Number 4, Sigma, the live pipeline analytics layer, spreadsheet-like exploration directly on warehouse data without the export cycle. Why it made the list: warehouse native flexibility, formulas, pivots, and structured analysis on live data instead of stale snapshots. Analyst-friendly surface, familiar grid interface with the governance and freshness of a modern data stack. Pipeline roll-up ownership, built for RevOps analysts who own the numbers and need to move fast. Best use cases in RevOps: replacing pipeline roll-up and performance reporting spreadsheets, live metric exploration for RevOps and sales analytics teams, bridging the gap between BI governance and spreadsheet flexibility. Number 5, Pigment, the cross-functional planning platform, scenario modeling across sales, finance, and headcount, when a single forecast tab no longer covers the operating model. Why it made the list: scenario planning at depth, multiple operating models running on shared assumptions across GTM, and finance cross-functional alignment. Sales, finance, and headcount planning connected in one environment, built for growth stage complexity, designed for teams that have outgrown point solutions and need a planning layer that scales best use cases in RevOps, replacing multi-tab planning models that span sales and finance, headcount and capacity planning tied to revenue assumptions, board-level scenario modeling during planning cycles, RevOps tools, comparison,